Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. This is Yvonne Reborn. It's been a hot minute, and I wanted to follow up. It was a short that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it was something about being a gatekeeper. So, we are going to talk about that story today. I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to ask you in the commentaries to really let me know what you think, because there are pros and cons to it. So I'm going to tell you a story. For this story, there is Jeanette. So Jeanette, and we're going to change people's names for anonymity. Okay. Jeanette is in the traditions. Jeanette has been around a hot minute in the Orisha, realms. And Jeanette gets a text or an email, not quite sure. And it is for this story, it's going to be from Michael. So Michael writes to her, "Hey, I know somebody who needs a reading. I think she's going through a tough time. Can you refer her to somebody that you trust?" So Jeanette thinks about this. She goes, "You know what? What exactly does she need?" And he goes, "I don't know, but she needs a reading. I think she's going through a tough time." So she goes and she starts inquiring in her, I guess, network of priests. And she goes, "Well, I think the best thing before we even start this big inquiry is to find out what she's going through." And based on her gut feelings, she is going to say, "Oh, maybe a palero, maybe a babalao." You know what I mean? Like which priest she is going to send this person to. So she asks Michael for the name and details. So instead of saying she, we're going to call her Maria. Maria and Jeanette, they chit chat. Based on that, there is a priest that she's like, "Based on this, I think this is what you need." And she sends Maria to an Orisha priest to get a reading with the Tilogu. The reason why she chose that area is because Espiritismo is going to be involved, and this person is also very, very active in this area. So Michael is very happy. He's like, "Yeah, thank you so much for, taking care of her. I don't really know her, but she seemed like she needs help, and I'd rather go to, you, Jeanette, because you're gonna take her to where she needs to go." Okay. Jeanette and Maria talk and they talk and they talk, and they make arrangements to go together. They do not know each other. Let's put this out there. They do not know each other. They met through this referral, I guess. Let's call it a referral. Because she is a girl and the priest is male, she offers to go with her. She could take notes or she could wait outside, whatever Maria is comfortable with. They agree. So, of course, now as you can tell, Jeanette has spoken to the priest. The priest says, "Sure. Are you going to be here?" And Jeanette goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm coming, Baba. I'm going to go because safety reasons, and she doesn't know you." He goes, "Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. Of course, that's great. You can sit here and take notes if she's okay with it or not." Okay, no problem. They make arrangements, and it's going to be quite a hike on the car. They make all of the arrangements, even up to gas payments. Who's going to pay for gas? Who's going to do whatever? The morning before said trip to the priest's house, Jeanette hasn't heard from Maria. Jeanette is like, I wonder what's going on. So Jeanette texts her, hey, what's going on? Are we on for tomorrow? He goes, Maria goes, no, I have a bad feeling about this. So Jeanette is like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And here, I'm going to pause the story. From what I understand, Jeanette never heard from Maria again. The situation was difficult. And here's what I'm going to tell you. As you're moving along in the Orisha traditions, it could be Orisha, it could be Candomblé, it could be Voodoo, it could be any one of those. You're going to find priests that as soon as you start talking to them, the muertos start talking too. So Jeanette is privy to a situation that's going on, which was imperative for Maria to head over to this priest to get this matter resolved. However, she is, I think is the correct word, admonished. She is admonished not to say anything. And it got to the point that Jeanette is instructed, this is what you need to do on the way here because this is how bad it is. Now Jeanette has some feelings. Jeanette is like, maybe I shouldn't have referred her to, like, this is such a waste of time or whatever. And the priest says, no, everything in its own time. Don't worry about it. Now, I'm going to just zip the story here. Short story. Let me know. Should you be a gatekeeper for other priests? I've spoken about this before in the Orisha Wisdom podcast. When you make an appointment with a priest, be prompt, confirm, be with that priest like you would do a job. Like you wouldn't just not show up. You would be respectful. You would, bring your own items. You're not going to be a last minute person. You're not going to be like half an hour late. Like I understand things happen, traffic, trains, buses, get that, but be very, very communicative and don't just like ghost people. Based on this story, I am now half and half. I think that, of course, you should tell them, hey, be respectful, be on time, make sure you speak to the priest so I can be the go-in-between, whatever the arrangement is going to be, to make arrangements, keep your arrangements, be on time, be clean, all of that good stuff. Bring a notebook. However, I'm starting to change my mind a little bit about that because divine timing is important. People have their own eglons, whether they be straight or not. They have their own eglons, they have their own ori, meaning that perhaps that priest might not be the right solution for said person. And eglons are busy working in the background. And it may not be the right time also. And maybe the Orishas know this and they're not ready to listen to whatever's coming for them. So it's going to be a waste of time, a horrible experience. And in order to avoid that, like, we don't know. There were so many possibilities. And from what I understand, I also believe that you have to be a little careful as well as sensitive on what kind of person you're going to bring into said Baba or said Iya. Are you going to bring a person who has a habit of being a klepto and stealing shit? No. Are you going to, do they have little children and have been in jail for molestation of, children? No, we are not doing that. However, what if that was that person's road and they have to change their ways and this is the right time? So I'm going to post this out there. I was trying to leave this video as short as possible. What do you think? Should people, whether it be priests or aborishas or even aleyos that are still working with priests, Yeah, because you could be an alleged working with priests if you haven't received any type of fundamental. Should you be a gatekeeper to the priests? Or should you let spirit take over? Or what? Let me know in the comments. Oh, I can't wait to hear. And I don't know, share your experiences. Has any of this ever happened to you? Or, for you priests, has somebody ever made an arrangement with you and they don't show up? What do you do there? Let me know. I'm curious to know, because these are discussions that affect our community and we should be aware. I can't wait to read your comments. I would like to thank you for your time today. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like this video, share this video. It really helps out. And until next time, may your elevated ancestors rock with you all the time. Bye.